Love is in the air when five sisters discover a wealthy bachelor is within their reach. But it is his friend, the haughty Mr. Darcy, who becomes smitten. Unfortunately for him, the object of his affection is not so easily swayed.
It is universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife.
He is just what a young man ought to be. Sensible, good-humored, lively, and I never saw such happy manners. So much ease, with such perfect good breeding. He is also handsome, which a young man ought likewise to be, if he possibly can. His character is thereby complete.
I see no occasion for that. You and the girls may go, or you may send them by themselves, which perhaps will still be better, for you are as handsome as any of them.
I have faults enough, but they are not, I hope, of understanding. My temper I dare not vouch for. It is, I believe, too little yielding. Certainly too little for the convenience of this world. I cannot forgive the follies and vices of others so soon as I ought, nor their offenses against myself. My feelings are not puffed about with every attempt to move them. My temper would perhaps be called resentful. My good opinion once lost is lost forever.
Pride is a very common failing, I believe. By all that I have ever read, I am convinced that it is very common indeed, that human nature is particularly prone to it, and that there are very few of us who do not cherish a feeling of self-complacency on the score of some quality or another, real or imaginary. Vanity and pride are different things, though the words are often used synonymously. A person may be proud without being vain. Pride relates more to our opinion of ourselves, vanity to what we would have others think of us.
Upon my word, sir, your hope is a rather extraordinary one, after my earlier declaration. I assure you I'm not one of those ladies, if such ladies there are. To be so daring as to risk my own happiness, on chance of being asked a second time, I am perfectly serious in my refusal. You could not make me happy, and I am convinced I'm the last woman in the world who could make you so. Nay, if your friend Lady Catherine were to know me, I am persuaded she would find me ill-suited on all accounts and ill-qualified for this situation. Really, Mr. Collins, you puzzle me exceedingly. If what I have hitherto said can appear to you in the form of encouragement, I know not how to express my refusal in such a way as to convince you as it being one.
Oh, Mr. Bennet, you want it immediately. We are all in an uproar. You must come and make Lizzie marry Mr. Collins, for she vows she will not have him. And if you do not make haste, then Mr. Collins will not have her. I do not have the appreciation of understanding of what you're talking about. Mr. Collins and Lizzie. Lizzie vows she will not marry Mr. Collins, and Mr. Collins begins to say he will not have Lizzie. And what am I supposed to do on this occasion? It seems a hopeless case. Come here, child. I have sent for you on an affair of importance. I understand that Mr. Collins has made an offer of marriage. Is it true? Very well. And this offer of marriage you have refused? I have, sir. Very well. Now we come to the point. Elizabeth, your mother insists upon you accepting it. Is it not so, Miss Bennet? Yes, or I will never see her again. An unhappy alternative is before you, Elizabeth. From this day on, you must be a stranger to one of your parents. Your mother will never see you again if you do not marry Mr. Collins, and I shall never see you again if you do.
How pleasant it is to spend an evening in this way. I declare, after all, there is no such enjoyment like reading. How much sooner one tires of anything than of a book. When I have a house of my own, I shall be miserable if I have not an excellent library.
With the Gardiners, they were always on the most intimate terms. Darcy, as well as Elizabeth,
really loved them, and they were both ever sensible of the warmest gratitude towards the person who by bringing her into Derbyshire had the means of uniting them.